Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inner Peace Time. I'm Lopi Clint, very glad to be online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, or Facebook, as well as those at the centers nearby. For example, those at Texas, hello, those in Boston, and hello, John. Hello, Wendy and John. Hi, Sylvia. And hello, Nick. Thanks for joining in, as well as May. It's always great to see you guys here online, at least here on Zoom, as well as everyone watching on YouTube, Facebook, as we get this opportunity to come together. Hello, Hakuzo. Thanks for saying hi on YouTube. As it's always great that we get to come together and meditate, because meditation is such a wonderful tool, a way to help us regain some calm, because we're always so busy trying to do something, trying to make something happen, trying to calm down. We're busy trying to make it happen. In order to calm, you're not supposed to try and do. It's to finally stop. It's a lot easier said than done, but it's truly what we have to do, to learn how to finally stop. Not do anything, to allow yourself to not do anything. And that's when everything starts to float away, melt away, allowing us to regain our peace. Hello, Pat. Thanks for joining in. As always, it's great to be here, and when we're meditating together, one thing to remember, always take your time. There's no need to force, no need to push. We're always taking our time to move forward, because it's funny, because we've been taught, work hard, this is how we succeed, to move forward. But actually, when it comes to meditation, it's the opposite. The more we try, the more we hold ourselves back. So when we're practicing, that's why we must stop. Finally, take your time. Allow it to happen naturally. Hello, Charles. Thanks for joining in. So, as always, if you do have any questions or comments, feel free to type into the chat or into the comments, and we'll talk about it afterward. As when we meditate together, always take your time. I said this 2 or 3 times already, but it's important. You have to take your time, not to force, not to push. Hello, Anna Maria. Thanks for joining in. So now, let us begin our meditation. So everyone, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes, taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air, and breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Taking a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. As I mentioned, the first step is relaxation. There's no need to force or push. Allow yourself to adjust, to be comfortable. Even your eyes. If right now you feel like you need your eyes open, that's absolutely fine. In fact, that's why I have a background image and video playing. Something nice to look at, to help us relax. Take it easy. And when you're ready, you can gently close your eyes and continue. Allow yourself to adjust. There's no need to force, no need to push. When practicing meditation, sadly, the more you know, the harder it is. Why I say that is because when you know a lot, you must let go of a lot. Because knowing how to do it doesn't mean you can do it well. Letting go is very similar to relaxing. You can't force yourself to relax, just like you can't force yourself to let go. And this is why we practice relaxation first. Starting physically, allowing ourselves to let your muscles feel light and loose, not tensing up, not straining. This is why when we meditate, you have to remember we meditate for inner peace, not Instagram. You don't have to look perfect. Instead, allow yourself to feel perfect. I also have to remind myself, because as the teacher or the instructor, sometimes even we unintentionally start to strain because we have that feeling like we're teaching, you should look the part. When in truth, when we finally relax, take it easy, we do just as well. So it's not just you. Everyone is dealing with it, including me. So remember, you're not on stage. No one cares how you look right now. Allow yourself to be at ease. Relax your body. Relax your mind. When you do just that, everything falls into place, just as it's supposed to. So allow yourself to relax every part of your body, from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Give yourself time. There's no need to rush. It's like you feel a wave of relaxation flowing throughout your entire body, helping you regain that relaxation, regain your own peace. But it first starts with our body, because once your body's relaxed, your mind can follow. So once your body's at ease, comfortable, don't feel like you must sit still either. It's okay to move, because what feels perfect right now might not feel so perfect in 5 or 10 minutes. And that's okay. Allow yourself to adjust. Those minor adjustments can be the difference between enduring and enjoying. And once you're relaxed, let your mind rest on your meditation object. That one thing comfortably. I recommend the full moon or the shining sun, like in my background. It's something simple, easy, comfortable. But your meditation object can be anything at all, whatever feels easy and comfortable to you. because we use the meditation object or image as a tool. We know that our mind likes to wander, so we give our mind something simple and relaxing to focus on. But it's not intense, it's actually very light and comfortable. It's about as light as when you blow a bubble. It's not too strong, not too light, but also very delicate and comfortable. Let your mind rest on this one thing rather than everything. When your mind stays with this one thing for a prolonged period of time, your mind starts to let go, letting go of all those extra thoughts, allowing your mind to slowly start to quiet down. As when your mind starts to quiet down, you start to gain that little bit of peace. And remember how we get there. As we practice more and more, you'll start to see the best pathway for you, the steps you take that help make it easier for you. As almost always, it starts with relaxation. Relax your body and relax your mind. And remembering how you do those two things. But for now, allow yourself to experience. As your mind starts to quiet down, allowing yourself to experience right here, right now. Thoughts might still come in. Don't feel like it's supposed to be quiet right away. When they come and go, just leave them be. Just like birds. With birds, we have to remember not to feed the birds. Because if you feed them, first, more of them come. Or first they stay, and then more of them come. Just like our mind. If you focus on your thoughts, it's like feeding the birds. It stays longer. And then suddenly more and more thoughts come, causing us to have a thinking session rather than allowing our mind to quiet down. As many people who are new to meditation, they have this misunderstanding because the word meditation means to think, to contemplate. But the act of meditating is not to think, to allow our mind to quiet down, allowing us to gain clarity and focus. But whatever way you're doing it, take your time. There's no need to rush, no need to force. Meditation should never feel like work. It should feel like a mini vacation, an opportunity to relax your body and your mind. So take your time. Just breathe in, breathe out. Relax your body, relax your mind. San Ma Arahant San Ma Arahant San Ma Arahant. Now let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. As we meditate, take your time. When we visualize, don't feel like you need to see. Seeing is not the goal, it is a bonus. When we meditate, visualize very similar to remembering. Just like how you can remember your bedroom, remember a place you visited. It starts off more as a feeling rather than an image. But as we practice more and more, your mind becomes more calm, more peaceful. And in that calm, your object tends to be more clear. You start to see it very clearly. Sometimes you don't see it, but still feel that clarity. Many meditators misinterpret, thinking that they feel good because they see, when in truth, it's the other way around. You see because you feel good. And you don't have to see when you're starting to feel that peace, that calm. It is a bonus. And when you see, just simply observe. You don't have to focus in so intently. Just like watching a scenic view. Just look out at the horizon, seeing everything, not just focusing on that one thing. Because as many of you have experienced, when you start to focus on that one thing, the one thing you're starting to see, it disappears. So instead, do just as we've been doing before. Observe relaxingly. Like you're looking out at the whole scene. It's similar to waiting for the sunrise or the sunset. No matter how much you want to see that sun touch the horizon or break off from the horizon, we have to be patient. Let it happen at its own time. And that's very much how it is. Take your time. Allow it to happen naturally. When we start to force, you can indeed begin to force yourself to see. But you will notice, as you can see, you are not comfortable. It's not a very sustainable way to meditate. Not only that, it's the incorrect way. Do not force, do not push. Meditation tends to make us look younger, not older. Because it should help you de-stress, not add stress. That includes physically. So take your time. Relax your body, relax your mind. Sun Mo Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean and bright, and at the center of your object there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. As this light is peace energy, the peace we're accumulating from within. And we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. And let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let the light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding city, filling the state and the surrounding states, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know. To all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together. For us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Pe Buddha Parapata Pajeka Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanchate Jenarakam Bantami Sapaso Sababhutanupavena Sapathamanupravena Sapasanghanupavena Sattha Soti Bhagwantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. As always, right now is a very important time in meditation. The time we check or consider, taking the time to notice what worked for us, what didn't work for us. Each time we practice, it's always good to check, see how we're doing. See, what did you do this time that made it so much easier? Or even slightly easier, compared to what you tried this time that might not have worked after all. So we know how to adjust and move forward together. This time that we consider, we take that time to check, is how we continue to improve. Okay. So now hello Manchi, thanks for joining in on Facebook. So, when practicing, it's always important to notice that. Take your time. I had to tell myself that too. I've been meditating for over 25 years. I always had to remind myself, take it easy, take my time. Because when you know what's supposed to happen, you tend to rush toward it, trying to make it happen faster. It's a very common thing that happens. It's okay. When you realize it, remind yourself, slow down, take it easy. Because when you finally take it easy, you get to it quicker. It's almost like when you're trying to run toward it, you're running on a treadmill. You're going nowhere. But then when you finally get off the treadmill and just take it slow, take it step by step, we start moving forward. So don't keep jumping on the treadmill. Allow yourself to walk forward. Okay, so now I open the floor to you guys. Does anyone have any questions or comments or wonders? Feel free to type in the chat, into the comments, or if you're here on Zoom, feel free to turn on your microphone if you like. As I'm always glad that I get to be here with you all and share with you. In fact, one little thing I wanted to share with you guys is someone gave me a great idea. So as you guys know, I always stay longer before and after Zoom, staying right here, and I call it Questions with Clint, though I think it'll become a nice little clip from now on, where if someone had a question, you can send me a message, let me know, and I can answer it anonymously. You don't have to say who you are, and then it can be a nice answer that I can share with everyone so that they can continue to move forward in either meditation or in different things, in different aspects of life also. As I already have a few questions that people have sent in, and I think if anyone's interested, feel free to ask away and send me an email if you like, or just talk to me afterward. Either way, always great. Oh, okay. Okay, so John had a question. He says, how can we find success in poverty? Now, the word success is really relative. It's up to you what you consider as success. Like for me, success is getting an opportunity to meditate with friends and helping them find their peace. So I'm very glad I get to feel the success fairly often, as this is the success that I'm working toward. So with success in poverty, when sometimes your success in poverty can be simply having something to eat that day so you can continue moving forward. When we're in hard times, no one wants to be in hard times, but we all have our happiness and pains, no matter what level we're at. So I recommend first thing we have to do is have our own peace. When you have your own peace, you're able to move forward. You're able to start to see what you can do. Because sometimes if we continue to keep on being negative, it's really more of a mindset. If your mind is negative, it's like that negativity blocks your view of moving forward. All you see is the problem in front of you. But when we take a step back, allow the problem to be farther away. Give yourself that space, that mental space. Your mind's clean, clear. Now you see not only the problem, but you can see the solution. That might have been right there in front of you all along. But the negativity was blocking the view. This is why many times when we feel down, we feel like we're in a hole. And mentally speaking, it's just like that. We've dug a hole and we're inside. Positivity is us peeking out of the hole, letting the light shine so we can find a way out. So that's the first thing we have to do. Allow ourselves to get that peace first, as best we can. And sometimes the peace can be as simply enjoying your meal, enjoying what's happening in front of you. Those little bits of peace. Meditation is one great way to do it, but it's not the only way. So start with finding peace, and then you can start moving forward. Thanks for your question, John. Oh, Haguzo on YouTube is saying, how do you keep the persistent birds quiet even when you try not to dwell on them? Yet these birds stay loud. Yes, during meditation or even throughout life in general, you'll always be around noise. There'll always be sound wherever there's something living. So if during meditation, in this case, what I always recommend is when there's a sound, I tend to smile. I don't think of it as annoying. Change your mindset to, oh, the birds are chirping, they're making noise, to say in their own language, you can do it. They're encouraging you. So even though it's just squawk and squawk, you're like, not a very pleasant sound, but you think of it as they're just doing their part, trying to help you out, reminding you, center, bring yourself back to your center. You can do it. Changing that mindset to, instead of annoyance, to encouragement, it starts to feel a lot much easier. Of course, if you're able to shoo them away, great. But if sometimes you can't, well, then let it be that instead. It becomes a new experience rather than an annoyance. And believe me, I go through that a lot. I totally understand. And this is actually why I tend to smile when we're in silence. You'll see me sometimes we're meditating and go. Just a little random smile here and there. It's because of that. There's usually a noise somewhere around here, which I'm glad the microphone is mute at that moment. Sometimes it's not, but it's sometimes you really can't control the volume of the things outside, but you can always change how you feel about it. So little by little, as we start to adjust. Thanks for your question. Okay. Any other last minute questions, wonders? Not enough. Then how about a question for you all? How many of you felt physically relaxed today? You can raise your hand, show in the chat, that works too. How many of you are physically relaxed today? Okay, very good. How many of you were able to get your mind calm for at least a moment? Okay, well done. Oh, okay. Very good. How many of you were able to visualize your object? Impressive, very good. Now, as we meditate, these are all great ways to help us notice how we're doing. Noticing first, are you physically relaxed? Were you able to calm your mind, even for a moment? My master says, even if you can calm your mind for only 1 second in the 1 hour session, it was still worth it to meditate. Our mind is always moving. It takes a long time for it to finally slow down and stop. So when we can have that 1 second, 2 seconds, a minute, wonderful. So allow yourself that time. Take your time. It gets easier and easier with practice. Some days, even after practice, it gets hard again. And it's all depending on how your mind is at that time, what's going on in your life. This is why we have to take our time to let go. Allow yourself to regain that peace, little by little. Okay, so If no other questions at this time, no problem. As always, this is my QR code. You can contact me if you ever want to send a question, wonder, or just want to chat, as many of you already do so. I'd like to give you all a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube and Facebook, see you guys next time. For those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you like. And take care.